What makes a student ready for an MBA program? Is it the number of years they've spent moving from a bachelor's degree to a master's? Or is it the quality of education, real-world experience, and the knowledge received? This time versus knowledge debate often becomes a subject of contention for international students applying to foreign universities in countries like USA, Canada, UK, Germany, France, Singapore, and others, where many schools require a minimum of 16 years of education before attending graduate school. Graduates of engineering like BE and BTech, architecture like BArch, and medicine like MBBS don't need to worry much, as they've spent over 4 to 5 years to complete their bachelor's degree. However, a lot of students who are used to the 15 years of education format, that's 10 plus 2 years of school plus 3 years of undergraduate, are often handicapped by such eligibility requirement. This includes graduates of arts, commerce, science, business management, and law degrees. So if you're looking for an MBA abroad after BBA, BSc, BMS, BA, BCA, BCom, LLB, or any other 3-year degree, this video is for you. This 16 years of education restriction is not universally true. There are a number of schools that accept 15 years of education or 3-year degrees as sufficiently equivalent to the knowledge base needed to attend post-undergraduate schooling. In fact, a growing number of schools have opened up the possibility of giving such candidates the opportunity of attending their graduate programs. Why is that? For starters, education has become increasingly global. A 4-year bachelor's degree or undergraduate program is more popular in many countries. However, when considering international applications, universities have to judge candidate readiness based on past track record of other candidates with similar backgrounds. Given the massive inflow of international applicants from all continents and countries each year, such considerations have become quite commonplace. Internationally recognized agencies like the World Education Services or WES have made it possible to compare diverse degrees. For instance, Indian 3-year bachelor's degrees are equivalent to a 4-year US degree as long as they have been earned in the first division and the awarding institute is recognized by India's National Assessment and Accreditation Council with a grade A or better. That helps universities evaluate international degrees when considering foreign students with less than 16 years of education. And finally, professional programs look at more than what meets the eye. Candidates are viewed holistically. So a lack of a 4-year undergraduate degree such as BTech or BE may not be such a big issue. In fact, in programs like MBA, this is usually a requirement that may be more easily forgiven. MBA admission committees in most business schools look for flavors that go well beyond the hard cutoffs. This holistic evaluation of the applicant under the broad umbrella of leadership and other outstanding qualities helps admission teams overlook the lack of the 16th year and accept the prior 15 years as sufficient for MBA readiness. So what should you do to overcome the lack of a 4-year undergrad degree for MBA applications? The simplest option would be to go for a master's degree which would get you 16 years of education. But before you do that, ask yourself if that's really required, or is there anything else you can do? Since applicants are viewed as a whole package, which includes achievements, GMAT or GRE scores, GPA, essays, recommendations, work experience, extracurriculars, it's best to focus on raising the bar in other areas. For instance, focus on increasing your GMAT score and perfecting your MBA goals for your essay. You can also add some dimensions to your application through more initiatives at your workplace. focusing on building a diverse profile, rather than spending another year for that 16-year stamp. Many top business schools across the globe will measure your readiness through such accomplishments, but it's still a good idea to understand whether schools give you that flexibility. If your target programs specifically mention their willingness or refusal to accept 15 years of education for your MBA application, you can decide what to do next with full confidence. Here's a representative list of the best MBA programs at the top business schools in the world that accept 15 years of education. This includes Bachelor of Commerce, Science, Arts, Business Administration, Computer Application, or Law. Besides these, a good number of American, Canadian, and almost all European B schools accept a 3-year undergraduate degree, especially from countries like India and other former British colonies that have carried on the 3+ years post-secondary school tradition. What about B schools that don't accept 3-year bachelors for MBA? Though we have stressed on the general acceptance of 15 years, there can be exceptions. Some, like Berkeley Haas, clearly state that students with a 3-year bachelor's degree are at a significant competitive disadvantage for admissions. Whereas, some other B schools may not directly answer this topic on their website, leaving you confused. But before you act on your impulse to change your application plans based on your unverified assumptions, it's best to ask them directly for more information. If their response seems less than enthusiastic, you can focus on other accepting programs we've mentioned or not mentioned here. Bottom line, do your research. MBA Crystal Ball has helped many applicants with 3-year degrees get into the best MBA programs around the world. We'll share some of those success stories in the description once you've confirmed the eligibility with your target program. If you need professional help with your MBA applications, drop us a line. We'll work together to ensure that your 3-year degree will not put you at a disadvantage. Good luck.